I called off my phone, that's why. Okay, bye. She should be on his way. Okay.
All rise.
Todos de pie.
You understand? Hey, sorry, let's see.
Okay.
Have a little hard without assistance. You're on.
Pardon?
A little hard for him to do without assistance.
Okay. That's understandable then.
For the record, Your Honor, Sylvia Fisher, court interpreter.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Give me 1 second. I think we have 2 Spanish speakers.
We have three.
3? Oh, now it's 3, okay.
Go ahead and refresh your screen, please.
Yeah, I have to get back into Edge. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the 2 o'clock calendar on October 19th, 2025.
Buenas tardes a todos. Estas son las vistas iniciales para la tarde del 19 de octubre del 2025.
The court orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters in this calendar.
Las órdenes judiciales en cuanto a las muestras de ADN y huellas dactilares que se emitieron durante la primera lista de causas este mes también se aplicarán a todas las audiencias esta tarde.
When I call your name, you'll stand behind the podium and give me your name and your date of birth.
Al decir su nombre, por favor, párese detrás del podio y necesito que me den sus nombres completos y sus fechas de nacimiento.
I will not say out loud all of your release conditions, but they will be on the paperwork that you'll be given.
No voy a decir en voz alta todas sus condiciones de libertad, pero todas sus condiciones de libertad figurarán en la documentación que van a recibir.
At a minimum, it'll be do not drive without a valid driver's license and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Como mínimo sería que uno no puede manejar sin una licencia de conducir que está vigente, no puede tener en su poder ningún tipo de droga sin una receta vigente.
If I do set a secured appearance bond, you can go through a bonding company.
Si fijo una fianza carcelaria con garantía, puede recibir la ayuda de un fiancista.
It is my understanding they do collect calls.
Tengo entendido que esos negocios reciben llamadas sin cobro.
The names and phone numbers of the bonding companies are on some walls in the jail. If you cannot locate one, you can ask one of the officers for assistance.
La información y el número telefónico de los fiancistas se encuentran en un papel en la pared dentro de las celdas. Si no encuentran esa información, deben pedir la ayuda de un oficial.
Okay, let's start with Hugo Anguiano.
Hugo Anguiano.
Right, sir, your name and your date of birth, please.
Hugo Anguiano, agosto 26 de 1970.
Hugo Anguiano, August 26, 1970.
Sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Sí.
Right.
Yes.
Do you need the assistance of a Spanish interpreter to help you understand all your proceedings against you?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm appointing the office of the court interpreter who will provide a Spanish interpreter for all your matters, all your court proceedings in this case.
Sí, está bien.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, sir, you have a charge in the Maryvale Justice Court. The address will be on your paperwork.
Okay.
You are charged with a misdemeanor charge of driving while under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol.
Okay. Well, sir, I cannot appoint an attorney for you. If you are able to hire one, you should try to hire one. If not, you could always ask your judge to see if he or she will appoint one for you, but no promises on that.
Okay, está bien.
You are not
Okay, that's
consuming.
fine.
Okay, you're not to consume or possess any alcohol.
Okay, está bien.
You are to appear in the Maryvale Justice Court on November 5 at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Make sure
Okay.
you're there. Make sure you're there. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance, so you'll probably be released in a few hours.
Okay, está muy bien.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Juan Perez Ucona.
Juan Perez.
No, I would have told her that. That's why I told her what we had at the time, is all I knew. So. I know to cover both ears, so I don't have to tell them to hold an ear anymore. That's good. Okay, Senora, your name and your date of birth, please.
Juan Diego Pérez Licona, 18 de enero del 2004.
18 de enero de 2004.
Sí.
Juan Diego Pérez Licona, January 28, 2004.
Is it 28th or the 18th?
Es el
What? I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
18 de enero del 2004.
oh, sorry, Your Honor, 18th.
Okay, just want to verify that, okay. Sir, I think you also have a warrant out of the Mesa City Court, and if you haven't already seen a judge there, you'll probably be seeing one tomorrow morning. Also, do you show that hold out of Mesa?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so you'll see a judge there probably tomorrow morning. All right, you are charged with one count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. You are not to possess any drugs without valid prescription for that item. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference on October 24th and a witness preliminary hearing on October 28th. Those dates will be on your paperwork. I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. You'll get some paperwork from one of the officers. They'll give you some information. It's my understanding it's also in Spanish. You'll have to contact them, make sure you're in compliance with their requirements, and also do drug testing as required by them. You will probably be released in about 4 hours once they process your case.
¿Está bien?
And so I don't think I asked you.
That's fine.
Did you, Spanish is your primary language?
Sí, es lo único que se habla.
Yeah, that's the only one I can speak.
Okay, so I will appoint the office of the court interpreter to provide a Spanish interpreter for you for all matters in this case.
Muy bien.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Flavio Mendeville?
Flavio Mendivil.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Flavio Fermín López Mendívil, 7 de mayo de 1981.
Your Honor, the interpreter's going to ask for a petition as to the second name.
Sure.
Fermín López Mendívil.
Flavio Fermil Lopez Mendivil, May 7th, 81.
Thank you. All right, sir, you have an arrest warrant at a Superior Court for the charge of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. And is Spanish your primary language?
Sí,
And you need a
Yes.
Spanish interpreter to help you understand everything in this case.
sí, por favor.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I will appoint the office of the court interpreter's office to provide a Spanish interpreter for you.
Ok, gracias.
Sir, you are not to
Okay,
possess
thank
any
you.
drugs. You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference on October 24th and a witness preliminary hearing on October 28th. Make sure you appear for all your court dates. Likewise, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. Read the packet you get from the officer, which I believe is also in Spanish. You will need to contact them and also be drug tested. If you don't comply with pretrial services, a warrant could issue against you. Do you understand everything, sir?
Sí,
Okay, very good.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
gracias.
Okay. The interpreter, I'm sorry, could you just make sure we don't have any other Spanish speakers?
Yes, would you like the interpreter to ask them to raise their
Yes,
hand if
please.
they do? Yes.
Yes, please.
¿Hay alguien más que requiere los servicios de la intérprete? En caso que sí, por favor, levante la mano.
We have another person. Okay. Okay. That's why we ask. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Martín Murrieta Valenzuela, abril 22, 1994.
Martín Burrieta Valenzuela, April 22nd, 1994.
Okay, sir, and it's also is Spanish your primary language?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And you need an interpreter to help you understand all your proceedings in your case?
No, señor.
No, sir.
Do you need an interpreter?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sí, señor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Sorry, yes.
Let me ask again. Do you need a Spanish interpreter to help you understand everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sí, señor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I will appoint the office of the court interpreter to provide a Spanish interpreter for you.
Okay, perfecto. Gracias.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Actually, sir, this case was reviewed by another judge, and I'm going to follow through on his recommendation for an order.
Okay.
You are charged with taking a contraband into a correctional facility, Class 2 felony, possession for sale of a narcotic drug, Class 2 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony.
Okay.
Okay. The prosecutors were recommending a bond of $20,000. I'm going to set bond for you in the amount of $5,000 as a secured appearance bond. So you would be able to post your bond with the assistance of a bail bondsman. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. So any questions you might have about your case should be directed towards him or her. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning, a status conference on October 24th, and a witness preliminary hearing on October 28th. You're not to possess any drugs without a drug paraphernalia. Without a valid prescription.
Sí, comprendo. Pero la policía, Scottsdale Police,
¿La policía qué?
they weren't supposed to pull me over.
Okay. Sir, what I can tell you, and this applies to everybody, I cannot stop people from talking about their case, but I strongly recommend to people not to talk about the facts of the case today. This is not your time for trial, because anything you say is being recorded, and the state could always use these statements against you at a later court date.
Okay, perfecto.
Okay?
Okay,
Perfecto.
perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. I can make one more announcement to make sure we don't have any other Spanish speakers.
So,
¿Hay alguien más que requiere los servicios de la intérprete? En caso que sí, por favor, levante la mano.
Have a seat out there.
Nope. No, apparently not. No other Spanish speakers. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Keith Dixon.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay. Is there a chair he can sit on?
I'll grab one in a minute. I'll
Okay.
get him in here.
Okay.
Here you go. Here.
Third.
So we're gonna put, yep, and we'll sit you down.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna move the stand.
Thank you.
Keith.
Yes.
Just right up, right there, okay?
Okay, sir, can you give me your name and your date of birth, please?
Yes, Keith Dixon, 12/7/74.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with the following things. 2 counts of aggravated assault, Class 3 felonies, unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, Class 5 felony, and misdemeanors of disorderly conduct and failure to stay at an accident. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your court dates will be 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning, a status conference October 24th of this year, and a witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for October 28th at 8:30. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol. The state was asking for a $100,000 bond. I'm not going to impose that. I'm going to impose a bond of $75,000 security appearance bond. If you post a bond, make sure you show up for court, or else you could lose your bond and a warrant could issue. All right, we are in recess in this matter.
Okay, ready? Want to stand up?
Sean Parsons? Okay. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Sean Parsons, May 10th, 1981.
Looks like you've got some open city court cases, but not as warrants. So, okay, sir, first of all, I'm going to be appointing a lawyer. Excuse me, strike that. Sir, you're charged, these are the charges in front of me, but I'll explain something about it in a second, okay? I'm just going to list them. 1 count of aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, possession of a weapon by prohibited possessor, endangerment, discharging a firearm in city limit, and disorderly conduct with a weapon. Those are the listed charges. But based on the limited information I have here, in regard to 2 of the charges, I don't find probable cause. That would be possession of use of a weapon in a drug offense and possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. I'm just telling you at this point, the other charges I do find probable cause. I've already told you, I also find that you're not eligible for a court-appointed attorney, so you have to try to hire your own attorney. If you can't afford one, you can always petition your assigned judge, see if he or she will appoint one for you, but no promises on that. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix, 8:30. Status conference on October 24th. And at this point, a witness preliminary hearing will be on October 28th at 8:30. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. You're not to you're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. All right. Bond is set. It'll be a security appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. Step to your left, please. Humberto Mendez. These are ones we knew about before, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Humberto Mendez, 5/19/2000.
Okay, sir, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Also, you were charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, 1 count of unlawful discharging a firearm in the city limits, Class 6 felony, rather, I'm sorry. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. Status conference on October 24th at 8:30. Witness preliminary at this point is scheduled for October 28th, 8:30. Your lawyer will explain to you why that may or may not occur. So October 24th at 8:30 for status conference, witness preliminary on October 28th. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription for that product. Bond is set, a security appearance bond of about $75,000. If you do post a bond, you have to wear an ankle bracelet. That'll be posted, and with a curfew, you'd only be able to leave your home during hours approved by pretrial services. All right, step to your left, please.
It's all good.
Okay. Daniel Sosi?
Thank you.
All right. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Daniel Sosi, August 7, 1985.
Okay, you got a warrant at the Flagstaff City Court. So it's from a different county. I don't know anything about your case. Apparently it's post-adjudication. They want a $3,511 cash bond on you. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm trying to guess. You don't have to say anything. I'm just saying it's because you have probably owe a fine or assessments in regard to that. A lawyer will be appointed. Did you have a lawyer in that case originally?
No.
All right, I'll appoint one for one will be appointed for you at the next hearing. You'll be at the Flagstaff Municipal Court. The address will be in your paperwork, October 22nd at 8:30. You can't possess or consume any alcohol. I'm not going to set a $3,511 cash bond. I made a security appearance bond, the amount of $2,500. Even though I don't know anything about the case, I just looked at it and made my own judgment in regard to that. They may not be happy with it, but that's what I set the bond at. Okay, but it's strictly out of Coconino County. Okay, all right, step to your left, please.
So, do you have any?
Noah Hernandez?
Noah Hernandez, November 21st, 1993.
Okay, very good, sir. So first of all, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Okay.
What was that?
I'm appointing a lawyer for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you can't hear me, please speak up. I'm
Okay.
glad you did say something. You are charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault on a first responder, class 5 felony. Your court dates will also be at 175 West Madison Street for status conference on October 24th, and a witness preliminary hearing at this time scheduled for October 28th at 8:30. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You can't possess any weapons. Bond is set in the amount of a security appearance bond of $2,500. All right, step to your left, please. Louis Baxter. There he is. All right, good afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Louis Baxter, June 18, 1991.
Okay, you're here on a probation violation warrant. You're on probation for a class 6 felony. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Apparently, you've been reinstated already 4 times. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have a probation revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson on October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. If you get out, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons, you can't possess or consume any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Another judge set bond for you in the amount of $750 security appearance bond. All right, if you can post your bond, make sure you show up and contact your probation officer as I directed. All right, step to your left, please. Hi, I don't want to mispronounce your name. I'll just say the first name, Karen. No, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Your name and date of birth, please.
Karen Chernobyl, 07/18/1984.
Well, I would have got it right. But I don't want to show disrespect by mispronouncing people's names. All right, you're here on a probation violation warrant. Looks like you're on probation for trafficking stolen property and misconduct involving weapons. And I appoint a lawyer for you. You'll be having your probation revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson on October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. You can't possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol. No drugs without a valid prescription. If you post bond, and get released, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Your judge set bond in the amount of $500, security appearance bond. Okay. All right, step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Okay. Gwendolyn Satala.
Come on in.
All right, your name and date of birth, please.
My name is Gwendolyn Satala. My birthday is 7/22/1992.
Okay. You were charged with aggravated DUI based on suspension or revocation, a Class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court date will be at 8:30 in the morning at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix, November 3rd at 8:30, as I said, and November 6th for a witness preliminary hearing. You're not to possess any drugs, not to possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, I should say. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You'll get the paperwork, read that carefully. You have to be in contact with them and do alcohol testing as they direct. If you don't comply with them, a warrant can issue for your arrest. All right? It'll probably take about 4 hours before you get released. Now, I've told you what the charge is. There's a good possibility that the state may be waiting for additional information. So it may not be filed by that time, but doesn't mean you ultimately won't be charged with it. So make sure the court, your attorney and the court knows your address. So you get notice that you don't end up having a warrant, okay?
Okay.
All right, step to your left, please. Aaron Jameson.
Aaron Jameson, November 18th, 1973.
All right, so you're charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, Class 5 felony, reckless driving, Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Sir, your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street on November 3rd at 8:30 for a status conference, November 6th at 8:30 for a witness preliminary hearing. Sir, I'm going to give you the opportunity to start work tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Job. You'll be released to pretrial services. Make sure you contact them. You'll read the paperwork and be in compliance with them. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you show up for court.
I will.
Okay. Step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Giovanni Diaz Hernandez. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Giovanni, 12/29/03.
Okay, sir. Just want to remind myself of one thing. All right. You are charged with discharging a firearm in city limits, a Class 6 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix for a status conference on November 3rd, 8:30, and witness preliminary hearing on November 6th, 8:30. You can't possess any weapons. You cannot have any contact with your co-defendant, okay? And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I know she didn't have a record. So I'm going to release you to pretrial services, read your paperwork, make sure you be in contact with them so you don't get a warrant because you're failing to comply with them, all right? Show up to court, all right? Step to your left, please. Mr. Yah Ekram? Your name and date of birth, please.
Edgar Miad, September 17, 2006.
Okay. You are charged with discharging a firearm within city limits, Class 6 felony, carrying a deadly weapon, failing to admit one, Class 1 misdemeanor, and being under 21 years of age, carrying a deadly weapon. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. It'll be a different one from your friend. Okay. Likewise, your court dates will be November 3rd, November 6th, 8:30, 175 West Madison Street. I will tell you this: the state was asking for a bond to be posted on you, but I'm going to release you in pretrial services. Make sure you comply with them. Read the paperwork you get in regard to that. All right, so you'll avoid a warrant. You can't possess any weapons because your age. You can't possess or consume any alcohol either, and no contact with the other gentleman. Okay, your co-defendant. All right, do you understand that? It'll be a few hours before you get released. All right, step to your left, please. Ryan Kruger.
Ryan Kruger, 8/28/1980.
So you're charged with Class 6 felony possession of burglary tools. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You can't possess any weapons, you can't possess any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. If you get out, when you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your court dates will be November 3rd and November 6th for a status conference, and then a witness preliminary hearing on the 6th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. You talked to your lawyer about this. According to the information I have here, page 2s were filed for violations of your probation, but they're not. I read the docket. I don't see any warrant or petition, so you might be seeing me later in the day or evening on a probation violation, just so I'll let you know.
Yes, sir.
But right now, I just read the memo from the probation department to the judge, and at that point, no warrant was issued. Okay. But I can't tell you what might happen. Let me just see one thing else. Because at the time, your probation officer wanted to work with you more, but that was before this, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just telling you, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance, but you might be seeing me or another judge later on today, and that might affect whether you get released or not. Okay? Okay. But right now, you'll be released, but it'll be a few hours. I can't tell you what might happen in regard to that. Okay? All right, step to your left, please. Mr. Thomas, see anyone here? Is he the only one left there? Okay, very good, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So, give me your name and date of birth, please.
Mariah Thomas, 12/04/2004.
That's good, thank you. All right, sir. First of all, I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. You're charged with Class 2 felony of child sex trafficking with a minor under 15 years of age, sexual conduct with a minor, Class 3 felony. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street, October 24th at 8:30, and at least at this point, there's a witness preliminary hearing set on October 28th at 8:30. Your lawyer will explain to you why that may or may not go. Bond is set in a cash bond amount of $75,000, and if you get released, as per law, you will be, if you are able to post a bond, you'll be under an ankle bracelet with a curfew, you're only able to leave home during hours approved by pretrial services. That will be in your packet. All right, step to your left, please. All right, we got 3 house.
2.
Oh, that's right, it was 3 interpreters, just 2. Okay. That's right. Let's do Andrew Sepulveda. It's a house call because apparently he was on NASW. All right. He's charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, Class 5 felony. I did appoint a lawyer for him, and his court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street on November 3rd, for a status conference at 8:30, and a witness plum hearing on November 6th at 8:30. I'm releasing him to pretrial services supervision. Then Stardust Ball, apparently he was very combative, so that's why he's a house call. She's charged with domestic violence charges of assault, disorderly conduct, and 3 counts of threatening. A lawyer will be appointed for her at the next court date. This is out of Surprise City Court. She's not to return to the scene of alleged crime and not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims, not to possess any alcohol. She may return 1 time to the scene of the alleged crimes with a police officer and a civil standby to pick up your... I got to change this. I wrote his, it should be her. That's all. I had to change the gender on my wording, so it's on her person. She can pick up her personal effects. And bond is set, a security appearance bond of $2,000. Her court dates will be 10/28, 1:30 at the Surprise City Court. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you. And you, my tour guide? All right.
You didn't sign it, Commissioner.
I didn't, I'm sorry. Yeah, got it?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I want to at least have the right gender on that. Thank you, Giselle. Appreciate it. No, if I was going to be suing no bond, I would let you know ahead of time. No, when I first came to this We have an interpreter.
Why, I don't hear. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hi, can you interpret? Could you identify yourself for the record, please?
Hi, my name is Micah. I'm interpreter. I'm the Spanish interpreter, ID 3324.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let me begin. All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 5 o'clock calendar on October 19th, 2025.
Buenas tardes, señores y señoras. Son fecha calendario, son las 5 de la tarde del 19 de octubre del 2025.
The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
La Corte ordenó pruebas de ADN y huellas digitales, que es lo que se está dando primero en el calendario de este mes, que aplicaría en este caso.
When I call your name, you'll stand behind the podium and give me your name and date of birth.
Cuando yo llame su nombre, usted se va a poner de pie detrás del podio y me va a dar su nombre y fecha de nacimiento.
I'm not going to say out loud all of your release conditions. All of them will be on the paperwork that you will be given by one of the officers.
No voy a leer todas las condiciones de su liberación. Todo estará determinado en el documento que les estarán dando los oficiales.
Okay. For some of you, I'm going to set a secured appearance bond.
Para algunos de ustedes voy a asegurar o voy a poner una fianza segura para que se presenten.
It's my understanding that these bonding companies do collect calls.
Yo entiendo que la compañía de fianzas sí acepta llamadas por cobrar.
On some of the walls of the jail are the names and phone numbers of these bonding companies.
Entiendo que en algunas de las paredes de las prisiones están listados los nombres y números de teléfono de las compañías de fianzas.
If you cannot find one of those notices, please ask one of the officers for assistance.
Por favor, verifique con el oficial por estas notas o esta información o para recibir asistencia.
Okay. Let's call Jonathan Castaneda Valencia.
I apologize. Would you mind repeating? Oh, Jonathan.
Well, I'll just repeat it. Okay. Sir, your name and your date of birth, please. No problem. Your name. By the way, if you're not sure what a person is saying, you can ask them to repeat it. Okay.
Thank you so very much.
Okay.
Por favor, declare su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento.
Okay. Sir, your name and date of birth. Okay.
I'm Jonathan Castañeda Valencia.
Nombre y
my birthday is September 28, 2005.
September 28, 2005. Is that correct?
Sí.
Okay. And su nombre. Your name.
Jonathan Castañeda Valencia.
Sir, it's my understanding you speak some English, but you prefer to have a Spanish interpreter. Is that correct?
Sí.
Entiendo que usted habla inglés o habla un poco de inglés, pero prefiere tener un intérprete en español.
Sí. Sí.
All right. Is Spanish your primary language?
Mm-hmm. Sí.
¿Español es su primer idioma?
Sí.
Okay. All right. I will appoint the office of the court interpreter so that they will provide a Spanish interpreter to assist you during your case.
Sí, entonces le estaría solicitando al oficial para que le establezcan o le pongan un intérprete en español para que le ayude el día de la audiencia y del caso.
Okay. All right. Sir, you are charged with criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony.
I apologize. Would you mind repeating for me, please? You echoed there for a moment. I heard that there was damage class 2 misdemeanor
Okay,
and aggravated assault.
criminal damage, Class 2 misdemeanor, and aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony.
Okay, entonces, acá en este caso, usted estaría presentando daños clase 2 o nivel 2, asalto agravado y delito clase 4.
I am appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Voy a asignarle un abogado para que lo represente.
You will have your court dates at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning.
Su cita para audiencia sería en la 175 de la West Madison Street en Phoenix a las 8:30 de la mañana.
A status conference will be on October 24th, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for October 28th, both at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, usted tendría una conferencia de estatus, el cual sería el día 24 de octubre, y la preliminar con los testigos o la audiencia de los testigos está programada para el 28 de octubre a las 8:30 de la mañana.
You are not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims, and you're not to possess or consume any alcohol.
Okay, y usted no puede contactar a ninguna de las víctimas y no puede consumir ningún tipo de bebidas alcohólicas.
The issue in regard to alcohol is because of your age.
No puede consumir alcohol debido a su edad.
Okay. I will tell you the prosecutor is asking for a bond of $15,000.
Y su fianza estaría establecida. Le voy a informar a su abogado o a su representante que su fianza estaría establecida por $15,000.
However, I'm going to set bond, a secured appearance bond of $1,500.
Pero le estaría poniendo una fianza asegurada por presentarse de $1,500.
If you do post your bond and you don't show up for court, you could lose your bond and a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Si usted paga la fianza y no se presenta a la audiencia, se le establecerá una orden de arresto.
All right. To the interpreter, thank you very much. And good evening, sir. Look at the paperwork from the officer. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Miguel Moreno Aguirre. What? That's it. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Moreno Aguirre? Miguel? All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Miguel Moreno, 2/10/05.
Okay, is your mother's last name Aguirre?
Yes.
Okay. And you said 2/10/05?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you are charged with aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, and discharging a firearm in city limit, a Class 6 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. You have a status conference on October 24th, and at this point, a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for October 28th, both are at 8:30 in the morning. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to have any contact with any possible co-defendant. You're not to possess any weapons, and no alcohol. And once again, that's because of age. If you are able to post your bond, you'll be wearing an ankle bracelet, and that you would only be able to leave your home during hours approved by pretrial services. Bond is set, by the way, bond is set in the amount of $75,000 secured appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Andrew Moya. So your name and date of birth, please.
Andrew Moya, 9/25/1989.
Okay. Sir, you got a new charge of burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony. I do know you have 10 prior felony convictions. Charged with burglary in the 3rd degree, appointing a lawyer for you. Now, apparently on courtesy supervision in Maricopa County for a Pinal County case. At this point, there's been hold put on you for that. Okay, that remains to be seen whether to see me or another judge on a later calendar in regard to that. All right, but your court dates will be October 24th at 8:30 for a status conference witness preliminary hearing. At this point, scheduled for October 28th at 8:30, both at 175 West Madison Street. If you are able to get out, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. You cannot possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Bond on this one, and once again, we don't know what's going to happen. Whether it's going to be a probation hold. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Shanae Felton. How come it's listed twice?
I'm not sure, but once you call them out, it should push both of them out.
What was that? I'm sorry.
It's the same.
Yeah, I know. It's on me. Let me just. I just want to see one thing. I'll be right with you. Okay, your name and date of birth, please.
Shanae Felton.
A little louder, please.
Shanae Felton, September 2nd, 2001.
Okay. You had like a page 2 which added charges of resisting arrest, and but that's not on the calendar. Yeah. It should be to say. See what I'm saying? If you look at the page 2, it said adding a resisting arrest charge. Let me just straighten this out for you so there's no problems later on. See how it says added resisting arrest?
Yes.
You know what? Just for your benefit, let me see if we can find out some more information. We'll recall it, okay? Because they're adding a charge, and there's at least one other charge I may not find probable cause on. Okay. Let's go to Michael Martinez. So your name and date of birth, please.
Michael Martinez, 01/12/1998.
Okay. Sir, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You have the following charges: Class 4 felony, aggravated assault, impeding breathing, aggravated DUI with a passenger under 15. That's a Class 6 felony, and endangerment, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Your court dates will be 175 West Madison Street, status conference on October 24th. A witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for October 28th at 8:30. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. Can't possess any alcohol. No drugs without a valid prescription. I have to amend this, by the way.
What was that?
So it's October 24th, October 28th. You cannot drive a motor vehicle with anyone under 18 years of age in the vehicle. You can return one time to the scene of the alleged crime with a police officer on civil standby, pick up your personal effects. I will tell you this, the state was asking for a $15,000 bond. I'm setting a security appearance bond of $2,500. So if you post your bond, make sure you show up for court, or else you could lose your bond and a warrant would issue. All right, step to your left, please. Kale Tut.
Sit right there. We'll come up. Your paperwork in just a minute.
I have to amend this one also. Okay, I'm amending this one also. I have to add one more thing. Okay, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Kalai Tut, 1696.
How do you pronounce your first name?
Kalai.
Okay, I thought it was Mikhail. I'm sorry for mispronouncing
You're
your
all
name.
right.
That's why I asked you to repeat it. That's the only reason. All right, so you got 3 different matters here. 2 of them are probation violations and one's a new case. Okay, now, I'm appointing a lawyer for you for all 3 cases. But initially, they'll be in 2 different buildings, and they'll ultimately can be combined. So when you get to the first court, tell your lawyer about it so they know about the other ones, okay? And ultimately, it'll be merged, okay? Just want to let you know about that, okay? So let's just talk about the new charges: aggravated assault, Class 6 felony, criminal trespass in 3rd degree, Class 1 misdemeanor, interference with judicial proceedings, Class 1 misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. Your court dates will be October 24th, and for status conference, witness preliminary hearing on October 28th at 8:30. This one's going to be on 175 West Madison Street, South Court Tower. You cannot initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. No physical contact with any alleged victim. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. And you must obey terms of any orders of protection issued or will be issued. Okay? Bond in that one is set in the amount of $2,000. And on all 3 of them, I have to make an amendment about the probation violation, order of protection. So let me just do that. So I'm adding on all of them to make sure, you have to obey any orders of protection. And same thing back, no alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right. Now on the 2 probation violations, one are on probation for a misconduct involving weapons, the other one's burglary in 2nd degree. There, you'll be initially probation revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson. That's the Central Court building. On October 27th at 8:30, probation revocation. You see. Okay, at least that's not the same. Sometimes they make them at the same time, so it's a different time. Okay. You're alleged to violate term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. I've already told you about the release conditions. and that you appoint a lawyer for you. On both those probation violations, there'll also be $2,000 security appearance bonds. So your total bond will be $6,000. But if you get out, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, step to your left, please. Marcos Rosales. So your name and date of birth, please.
Marco Rosales, 6/22/82.
So you're charged with aggravated assault class 6 felony and assault class 1 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference October 24th and a witness preliminary hearing on October 28th, both at 8:30. You cannot initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. Okay. Bond is set in the amount of a security appearance bond of $2,000. All right, step to your left, please. Okay. Daniel Netsotsi. So your name and date of birth, please.
Daniel Nesosi, 9763.
Okay, so you got a bench warrant out of Superior Court. Looks like also you have a warrant out of Coconino County. I'm not aware if they're requesting you to be a hold on that. You already have an attorney on this case, so you're going to have your status conference at 175 West Madison Street, October 4th.
I can't hear you.
Okay, you have a you already have an attorney appointed. You have a status conference on October 24th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing October 28th, both at 175 West Madison Street. All right, and your judge set bond amount of $1,000 in regard to this. Okay, just want to double check one thing. Okay, I just want to let you know, so, sir, I know you were released on your own recognizance, I think, August 20, in August, and you were told to come to court, and you didn't. Your lawyer has filed a motion.
Yes.
To set initial appearance, which, and also to quash the warrant. All right.
I made contact with her. Yes.
I know. I'm saying, and the lawyer's saying you've been in contact with her, but the warrant remains. Your judge set the bond, so it'll be your judge who's make a decision on whether the bond will be changed. But right now, your judge set bond of $1,000. Okay. Sure. You keep in contact with your lawyer. But I want to explain to you, your lawyer did do the work and did file the motion, but it hasn't been scheduled yet. But now you'll be when you'll be seeing October 24th. All right? Step to your left, please. Yeah.
For number 1, it looks like it is italicized with 4 new charges. So they inputted it at the top of page 2.
Yeah.
But there were supposed to be new charges, so that's why it's page 2.
Should I put it over for 8 o'clock? Because it should be on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You could, if you want.
Because otherwise it's not complete, and you wonder what's going down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, officers, because they didn't. Ms. Felton, we're going to put her on the 8 o'clock calendar.
You want Felton on the 8 o'clock?
Yeah, just because it didn't include all the charges.
Okay.
Okay, so it's better we just put it on for 8 o'clock. Okay. Because they list all the page 2 the charge, but they didn't put it in there. Okay. So I don't want to have a problem later on.
Right.
You know. Okay. Ryan Kruger.
What's your back? What's your back?
We got it.
All right. Okay. Your name and date of birth, please.
Ryan Daniel Kruger, 8/28/1980.
All right, so you got 2 probation violations here. I think you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia for both, and it's alleged you violate term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. And I'm appointing a lawyer for both, and your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be October 27th at 8:30. at 201 West Jefferson. Obviously, if you get out, post your bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You can't possess any weapons. You cannot possess or consume any alcohol and no drugs without a valid prescription. I'm going to amend this, but I'm lowering the bond, which I originally was putting down here. So, officers, there'll be a different release sheet on this one.
Judge, I'm sorry, did you want him on the 8 o'clock as well?
No, I'm just changing it right now.
Okay.
There'll be additional paperwork.
So, when is my next court date for this?
Hold 1 second, I'm trying to.
Okay, sorry.
It's for your benefit. Okay. Okay, I told you, make sure you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours, all those things, I guess.
Yes.
I already gave you the court date, right?
What?
October 27th at 201 West Jefferson at 8:30. I've lowered the bond. Instead of $250 each, it's going to be $100 each. So your total bond will be $200 security appearance bond. All right? So step to your left, please, sir.
Step to your right. Just stay right here.
Kendra Dawn Alton Andrus. Your name and date of birth, please.
Kendra Dawn Alton Andrus, 11/22/1991.
Okay, you got 2 probation violations. Looks like, maybe tell us. No, 1 probation violation, I'm sorry. One, you have a new charge of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 4, class 6. I appoint a lawyer for you. The dash charge will be at 175 West Madison Street for status conference on October 24th at 8:30. Witness appointment hearing on October 28th. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Because your probation violation bond was set on that, I set a bond of $100 on this one as a security appearance bond. Now, in the probation violations, you're alleged to have violated Term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. Same release conditions, except the bond this one will be $250, so your total bond will be $350 security appearance bond. And this one, you'll be at 201 West Jefferson for a revocation arraignment hearing on October 27th at 8:30. And so you'll talk to your lawyers so they know about the 2 charges, okay? One's probation, one's the other, so they know they'll ultimately be merged into 1 courthouse. Right now, you're at South Court Tower and Central Court building, so they'll probably move it both to the South Court Tower. All right? Okay. Step to your left, please. Elisa Thomas. Your name and date of birth, please.
Hello, Alyssa Mary Thomas,
All right.
3/17/1998.
Okay, you're on your probation violation warrant. I think you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, and 5. Appoint a lawyer for you. You'll have your revocation arraignment hearing on October 27th at 8:30. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No possession of drugs, possession or use of for consumption of alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. I said you alleged violated terms 3, 4, and 5, and then your judge said bonding amount of $150, secured appearance bond. All right, step to your left, please. Step to your left, please. I'll give you the paperwork. Julissa Martinez. Ms. Martinez? Yeah.
Come step right in here.
All right, your name and date of birth.
9/23/97,
And your name?
Julissa Martinez.
All right, you have 2 matters before me. One's a new charge of criminal trespass in the first degree, Class 6 felony. I appointed a lawyer for you. Now, that'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on October 24th at 8:30, a witness preliminary hearing on October 28th at 8:30. If you get out, now these conditions I'm going to set forth are the same as for your probation violation. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons, you cannot possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And bond on this one, because you can have a bond set on the other one, on the probation matter, $100 secured appearance bond. On the probation violation, your revocation arraignment hearing is October 27th at 8:30, and I appointed a lawyer for you. That'll be at 201 West Jefferson, so make sure your lawyers know about the other charges, about the probation violation. You're alleged for violated terms 3 and 5, same release conditions as the other one, but I know that your judge said bond the amount of $250 secured appearance bond. Step to your left, please.
Okay.
Step here. Step here.
Jesse, it's Arrechearomo. Arrechearomo. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
I was 42. Is this a Cheryl?
What's your date of birth?
I was 42.
August 4th?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, do your sleeping when you get out of jail, okay?
Okay.
All right, you are charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, Class 3 misdemeanor. Okay, 1 second. I appointed a lawyer for you. You'll be your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. You'll have a status conference on November 3rd, 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing scheduled on November 6th, 8:30. No drugs without a valid prescription. Sir, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you got in your packet the information. You got to contact them, be in compliance with them, and also there'll be drug testing as directed by them. If you don't comply with that, they'll probably have another warrant. But make sure you show up for court. All right?
Yes, sir.
So it'll be about 4 hours before you get out, though. That's what I'm saying. When you get out of here, then you can sleep. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Jessica Davis.
Hello.
Your name and date of birth.
Jessica Marie Davis, April 8th, 1995.
Okay. Looks like you have some open probation violation matters, and your next court date is October 29th. You know about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you make those court dates. But you have a new charge of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I appointed a lawyer for you. So make sure when you see your lawyer on this court date, it'll be this charge is the status conference will be October 24th at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing is October 28th at 175 West Madison. When you get out, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You got to do it in the next couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yes,
no weapons, no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Mm-hmm.
But bear in mind, this will be at 175 West Madison Street, and I think the other one's probably at 201 West Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to your lawyer about this. I'm giving you the break since you're out on release on the probation violations. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, so you'll be getting out, all right? So you're getting lucky.
Thank
Just
you.
be smart and show up for all your court dates and contact your probation officer. Best thing to do is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah. Do it tomorrow, all right?
Yes, sir.
You'll be out within about 4 hours.
Thank you.
Okay? You can step to your left. Alex Rosales? All right, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Alex Rosales, March 30th, 1995.
All right. Sir, you've got a warrant out of the Santan Justice Court on driving with license suspended and exceeding the speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour. Can I ask you a question? When did you get booked into the jail?
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7:30.
7:30?
They did mess up my paperwork.
That's 7:30, so 25. You've been in custody now you've been here 10 hours, right?
Yeah, correct.
Was it worth it?
No.
So you're going to show up for court?
Yes.
Okay, so your next court date will be at Santan Justice Court. The address will be on your paperwork, November 4th at 9 o'clock in the morning. All right. They wanted a bond of over $960, but I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Hope you learn your lesson and make sure you show up for court.
Thank you.
It'll be a few hours before you get out, though. Pernell Blackman. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Pernell Blackman, March 29, 2005.
And sir, when did you get into jail? When did you get booked in?
I got in at 8:30 this morning.
All right, so you did one less hour, 9 hours, right? I'm not going to prejudge the case. I'm not trying your case, obviously, but you're charged with exceeding the posted speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour. I hope it's, if safe, don't say anything. If, in fact, you're going that speed, first of all, it's dangerous to yourself and others, but it's not worth spending this time in jail, is it?
No, sir.
I'm releasing you on own recognizance. Show up for court. Be smart, all right? You'll be at the Country Meadows Justice Court. The address will be on your paperwork, November 6th at 8:30. Don't be late, and make sure you show up. I'll release you on your own recognizance, okay? Be smart, okay?
Yes, sir.
Daniel Contreras, the second one doesn't show it's a house call, but it's still a house call, right?
It won't let me add it as a house call because
Okay, but
they
it's
have a
definitely-
charge on it,
definitely-
which is the
yeah.
city charge that
Yeah.
we could send.
Yeah, I know about that. Oh, that's the charge, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
we have two house calls. Let's start with Richard James. He was apparently he was in isolation. What is the reason you have for why it's a house call? I can say it out loud here. Apparently he was not transported for the interview. He said he was playing with feces.
So Richard James, sir.
What? I'm sorry.
Richard James in house, he's been holding himself present.
Yeah, but you know why?
The reason for that was disruptive.
For the reason he's playing with feces and you didn't want to bring him to court. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Anyway, disruptive. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then the.
Okay. Let me just call this one. Let me just call it. He's charged with 2 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree. It won't let me change it. It says it's a class 4 felony, but really it's a class 5 felony. All right. He'll appoint a lawyer for him. His court dates will be at 175 West Mass Street for status conference October 24th and witness film hearing October 28th at 8:30. He cannot return to scene of the alleged crime, have any contact with the alleged victims or victim or victims. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. Okay.
If you go to I-80.
No, I didn't. No, I'll tell you why. Watch what happens. It happens every so often when you do that. Okay? Watch. And watch, won't do it now. No, but it didn't work before, because it said you can't do it, because the date was changed. Well, this was, can't do it after the fact. You get that occasionally. Yeah, I know, save. That's why I knew what you, hold it. Now, how come it's not letting me save?
It's already,
What?
it's already saved.
Oh, it is? Okay, then let's do the, okay, so we, now why does Contreras say, let's see, house call? Why is he a house call?
What was the house call?
So the reason that he was unpredictable and he assaulted an officer.
He was what?
Unpredictable
He was hostile to officers?
and assault on an officer.
Okay, just want to make sure. He's got an open city court case. Anyway, he's got two matters here, starting with 2025 141 1789, charges aggravated assault on a correctional employee. Oh yes, this case, classified felony, and criminal damage, a class 1 misdemeanor. I appointed a lawyer for him. So 175 West Madison for a status conference on October 24th at 8:30. Witness public hearing on October 28th. This involved contact with the correction officer at the Gilbert Chandler Detention Facility. Okay. Bond is set amount of $750 and no contact with the alleged victim or victims. Okay. Now, he also has a new charge. Basically, it's a warrant of the Peoria City Court, theft of a shopping cart, and a lawyer be appointed for him the next court date, which will be at the Peoria City Court, October 21st at 9 o'clock. And give me a second here. As I said, bond on the other matter. Its court date, by the way, will be October 21st at 9 o'clock, Peoria City Court. I have to amend this, by the way. $250 bond. Okay, so it's $250 bond. Okay, we are in recess in this matter. Okay. All right. All right, please be seated. So everyone's here from the council, right? We're just starting early, okay. You just want me to call the person first, right? Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 8 o'clock calendar. It is on October 19, 2025. Oh, please be seated. I'm sorry. The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters in this calendar. When I call your name, you'll stand behind the podium and give me your name and date of birth. I'm not going to set forth all your release conditions, but at a minimum, they'll be on your paperwork for your review. At minimum, it'll say no drugs without a valid prescription, number one, and number two, do not drive without a valid driver's license. If I do set a security appearance bond, you can go to a bonding company. It's my understanding they do collect calls on a number of the walls of the jail. They have names and numbers of bonding companies. If you cannot find them, ask one of the officers for assistance. All right. Rayline Proctor. Okay. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Ray John Denzel Proctor.
I can't hear you, it's louder.
Ray John Denzel Proctor.
22390?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Sir, you have a warrant at the El Centro Justice Court. The address will be on your paperwork. It's for shoplifting. I would note you were appearing in this court from another judge, I think it was in August, and and released, and you didn't show up for court on at least a couple occasions since then. And apparently you didn't want to come to this court. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have an arraignment hearing at the El Centro Justice Court on October 22nd at 8:30 in the morning. All right. I know the judge there wants a bond of $500. First of all, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness. Okay. And I think you're doing you just had a probation violation disposition hearing. I think you're serving a deferred jail time starting in January on that. But this one, because ordinarily I would consider releasing you, but since you were already in this court and didn't show up for court after that, I am setting the bond, which reducing it from what that court wanted. It'll be a $250 security appearance bond. If you post your bond and you don't show up on October 22nd, any subsequent court dates, a warrant would issue and you could lose your bond. All right, step to your left, please.
So you said I gotta go to court.
How many times? September 22nd? And it doesn't look like we have any Spanish speakers. No Spanish speakers and no law. Right, okay. Traquan Whitmore? Whitmore? The one that's asleep. So your name and date of birth, please.
Traquan Whitmore, 6/17/94.
Okay. You are charged with robbery, a class 4 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You're not to return to the scene of alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons, not to possess or consume any alcohol, not to use any drugs without a valid prescription. All right. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. Your status conference on October 24th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on October 28th at 8:30. All right. I do note that you have a previous armed robbery conviction, I think it was in 2016, if I remember correctly. 2016. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Leonardo Luna Amaya. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Leonardo Luna, December 1st, 2006.
All right, you got two matters before me. One is the probation violation, and the other one's a city court charge out of El Mirage. And that one is charged with disorderly conduct, assault, and criminal damage. And the address it'll be in your paperwork for El Mirage City Court. A lawyer will be appointed for you at next court date. And your arraignment hearing will be on October 27th at 10 o'clock in the morning at El Mirage. You're not to possess any weapons, you're not to consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Okay, because you also have that warrant on a probation violation. Bond on this one is set at $500 security appearance bond. Now on the probation violation, you're set for a non-witness violation hearing on October 27th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. So it's a different court, obviously. You already have an attorney, and I've already told you about the conditions about contacting your probation officer, about weapons, etc. Your judge set bond the amount of $1,000 security appearance bond. All right, so step to your left, please.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you repeat my bond arrangement?
On the probation violation, your judge set bond the amount of $1,000. On the other one, because you're being held that way, they transport you, by the way. Bond is $500.
Okay, so put together that's $1,500.
$1,500, you can go through a bondsman. But if you don't show up for both courts, you can lose your bond and warrants will issue.
Yeah.
Just want to make that clear. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And they said, I used to have more signs on the walls. I don't know where they are now, but you can ask one of the officers.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I
Okay?
appreciate it.
Okay. Brandon Gonzalez?
Brandon Gonzalez Cruz, 7/10/2006.
Okay, so you're in a probation violation. You're on probation for disorderly conduct with a weapon, class 6 felony. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be at 201 West Jefferson, October 27th at 8:30. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. Likewise, if you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours of release. You're not to possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol and no drugs without a valid prescription. And your judge said bond in the amount of $500, security appearance bond. Okay? Make your bond, contact your probation officer, and show up for court. All right. Ms. Felton? Okay, we cleared things up now, so, all right. Your name and date of birth again.
Shanae Felton, September 2nd, 2001.
Okay. Now I know they had one charge that didn't belong and one that should have, and so we cleared it up, okay? You're charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, resisting arrest, and assault. The assault's a misdemeanor, the other ones are felonies. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 in the morning. You have status conference on November 3rd at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on November 6th at 8:30. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victims or victims, all right? Now, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. So read the paperwork you get there because you have to contact them and make sure you're in compliance with them because you want to avoid a warrant. It'll be about 4 hours before you get out, but you will be released, okay? And now we have all the right, correct charges, okay? All right, very good. Step to your left, please. But read the package you get from pretrial services. Edward Sabo? All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Edward Andrew Sabo, January 18th, 1998.
You got a warrant out of Peoria City Court.
Yeah.
Do you owe money on it?
No, I had classes.
Oh, classes to do?
Yeah, I did about like 7 of them, and I had 12 classes. And then
Okay. And then you didn't show up for court to answer why, right?
What's that?
But you didn't go to court to explain to the judge why. You didn't finish the classes?
Well, yeah, I you know.
That's generally how it happens. Well, you've probably spent about 8 or 9 hours here in the jail, right? It would have been a lot smarter to do the classes, right?
Yeah, I'd rather do the
All right, I'm going to change this, sir.
If I can get
one second.
For the class.
Oh, one second.
I'm sorry.
First of all, you can't initiate contact with any alleged victims. No drugs without a valid prescription. And so I've changed my mind because I want to know exactly what the basis for this. You're now smarter knowing that it's a whole lot better to do what that court says than having to spend time here, right? Correct? You're better off doing what that court says rather than having to spend time here, right?
Yeah.
All right. Your court date is November 4th at 9 o'clock in the morning in Peoria City Court, and you know where to go, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You'll be getting out. So be smart, all right? And so this is an amended one, okay. Right,
Okay,
you can see it.
thank you.
They'll give you the paperwork in a second. Frederick Carter?
And right here,
Your name and date of birth, please.
Frederick Joseph Carter II.
Got to speak a little louder for me.
Frederick Joseph Carter, April 14th, 1978.
414, right?
Yes, sir.
You're very
78.
soft-spoken, okay. So you got a warrant at the Buckeye City Court. The address will be in your paperwork.
Yeah,
Basically on a false reporting and refusing to give you a true name. You have to be there at the Buckeye City Court on November 4th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Better than being here in the jail. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Should begin in about 4 hours. But like I told the other gentleman, be smart, show up to court, and handle it there rather than having to come back here. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Okay? Step to your left. Akimi Dwyer. Ms. Dwyer? Okay. Your name and date of birth, please.
Kemi Dwyer, August 12, 1998.
You've got a warrant out of Peoria City Court also on a charge of disorderly conduct. And your court date will be November 4th at 9 o'clock in the morning. The address will be on your paperwork. Can't initiate contact with the alleged victim, okay? And let me just double check one thing here. Do you owe money or didn't you do classes or something?
Can you repeat that, please?
Did you owe money or have to do some classes?
I was supposed to do classes. I showed up to court, but I
Okay.
became immediately homeless after that, and I
Okay,
couldn't.
well, now I'm going to give you some time. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, I have stability now. I have a home.
Okay,
I
the
can
point is, do what you have to do there, so you don't have to spend 9 hours here. You probably spent about 9 hours here, right?
Yeah, I did some. Yeah.
Probably pretty close to it. But I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You'll be getting out in about 4 hours. Okay, good luck to you. Take care of this. You don't need to be here, right?
Yes.
You don't want to be here.
I don't want to be
So,
here. Thank you.
all right, take care. Francisco Gonzalez Avila.
Hello, this is Camilo. I'm a law precious Spanish interpreter.
Oh, senor.
Francisco Javier González
Wait
Avila.
a minute, one second. I think the interpreter, I'm sorry, you identified yourself already?
Yes, this is Camilo. I am a law and precious Spanish interpreter. ID number 7592. I'm ready for instructions.
All right, very good. We have just one gentleman who needs your assistance. Your name and your date of birth.
Francisco Javier González Avila.
Wait, one.
Francisco Javier González Avila. 10-15-76.
10-15-76.
And so, Francisco Javier Gonzalez Avila? Yes, okay.
Francisco
You're
Javier
taking your
González
turn.
Ávila.
Okay, you have to speak louder so he can hear you.
Okay. Bien, puedo escucharlo.
Okay. Sir, is Spanish your primary language?
¿Es el español su idioma principal, señor?
Sí. And do you need a Spanish interpreter throughout your case so you can understand everything that's going on?
¿Necesita intérprete de español para entender todo lo que está ocurriendo?
Sí. Okay. I'm appointing the office of the court interpreter who will provide a Spanish interpreter for you during your court dates, etc.
Bien, voy a apuntar que necesita un intérprete en la sala para el día de su corte.
Okay. Sir, you have the following charges.
Se tienen los siguientes cargos.
Possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and an aggravated DUI having a passenger under 15 in your vehicle, a Class 6 felony.
Bien, se tiene posesión de mercado electrónico, que es un delito menor, y luego tiene el DIU de un pasajero, por contar con un pasajero menor de 15 años, es un delito clase C.
I cannot appoint a lawyer for you at this time.
Interpreter requires clarification, please.
What was that?
Interpreter requires repetition. Thank you.
Oh, sure. I am not appointing a court-appointed lawyer for you at this time.
No puedo apuntarle un abogado en este momento.
You can try to hire your own attorney.
Usted puede intentar contratar su propio letrado.
If you are unsuccessful, you can always ask your assigned judge to appoint one for you, but with no promises whether he or she will grant that request.
Si usted no tiene éxito en esto, puede solicitarle al juez que le apunte uno, pero no estoy seguro de que él o ella pueda brindárselo.
I have to edit this, by the way, Ruby. Okay.
Excuse me, interpreter requires repetition.
No, that was not for you. That's my clerk. I'm sorry. So your court date will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
Su corte va a ser el 175 en Madison Street en Phoenix.
You will have a status conference on October 24th at 8:30 in the morning and a witness preliminary hearing scheduled for October 28th at 8:30 in the morning.
Vamos a agendar la primera audiencia el 24 de octubre a las 8:30 en la mañana y agendar para el 28 de octubre 8:30 en la mañana.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
No va a posar ningún tipo de drogas para tener esta prescripción válida.
You're not to consume or possess any alcohol.
No consumirá ni tendrá posesión de ningún tipo de alcohol.
You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
No manejará un vehículo a motor sin una licencia válida.
You are not to drive a motor vehicle with anyone under 18 years of age in your vehicle.
No manejará ningún vehículo a motor con alguien menor de 18 años en su vehículo.
I am setting bond for you in a secured appearance bond amount of $2,500.
Y le voy a asignar un PU correspondiente a $2,500.
You can go through a bonding company, which would not require you to pay the full amount in cash.
Puede ir con la compañía para navegar el monto a abonar total en efectivo.
On some walls in the jail are the names and numbers of bonding companies.
Interpreter requires clarification, please.
Sure. You will find the names and phone numbers of bonding companies on some of the walls in the jail.
Va a encontrar números y compañías para poder afrontar el pago en la cárcel.
If you cannot find one or need assistance, you can ask one of the officers for assistance.
Si no puede encontrar uno, puede pedir asistencia a los oficiales para poder encontrar uno.
It is my understanding that these bonding companies do accept collect calls.
Es de mi entender que estas compañías aceptan llamados para colectar.
All right, that's it. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time. Have a good night.
Bien. Gracias, aprecio su tiempo. Thank you for calling Lion Bridge for
Good
the
night. I appreciate it. Bye. We're off the record? Yes?
set to go? Okay, great. All right, we are here on the 11 p.m. calendar. It is October 19th, 2025. The court notes that the orders regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar day of this month shall remain in effect for today's calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call each of you individually into the courtroom, so please just listen for your name. I'm going to start with Anthony Benedetto, please. Okay. Mr. Benedetto, will you please state your name and your date of birth?
Anthony Benedetto, 9/16/77.
Okay. Sir, I have you here on two separate matters, okay? The first is a matter involving two new allegations. Those are an allegation for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. The court has found probable cause as to both of those allegations and has appointed you an attorney. The court notes that the date of these alleged offenses occurred while you were on felony release in another matter. Okay, so I have you on felony release in case CR 2025-138462. Because of that, pursuant to Arizona law, you are not eligible for release or any bond in this new case. Okay.
Okay.
Now I have you here. Actually, I'm so sorry. The court is setting two hearings in this new matter. Okay, so the first is a status conference, which is going to be on October 24th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. This status conference is to specifically go over your current non-bondable status. So you'll be able to speak with your attorney and your trial judge on the issues involving bond, okay?
Okay.
And then you'll have a preliminary hearing set on October 28th, also at 8:30 a.m. downtown.
Okay.
I also have here that you are here on a second matter, that is a Superior Court failure to appear bench warrant. That is in the case that I just previously referenced and involves a charge of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. You are eligible for release in that case. Okay. In that case, the court is setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. There are other release conditions that are in addition to that bond amount, so please make sure that you thoroughly read your paperwork and that you keep it and you make sure that you understand all the release conditions. Okay. Okay. In that matter, you have a status conference on October 24th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on October 28th. Those are the exact same dates as your first case. Okay. Thank you, sir. Make it your paperwork. Brendan Williams. I'm just going to pause for one moment. You know, Deputy, I have to do some things on my end that may just take me a minute. Do you mind taking Mr. Williams back?
I will.
Thank you. Jonathan Baserto Flores. Sir, will you please state your name and date of birth?
Jonathan Baserto, 052007.
Mr. Baserto, I have you here on new allegations. The new allegations against you are 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, 1 count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of failing to give information at the scene of an accident, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and 1 count of assault, a Class 3 misdemeanor. The court has found a probable cause on all of those allegations. The court is appointing an attorney to represent you. You are eligible for release. In your case, the following conditions will apply. The court is setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. If you do post that bond before you are released from jail, you will be fitted for an electronic monitoring unit that you will be required to wear. This is very important. If you are released after posting bail, you may have no contact with any of the alleged victims or any of the alleged witnesses. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Equally as important, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to possess any weapons, not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. If a order against harassment or order of protection is issued, if it is already issued or will be issued against you, you must obey that order. The court is setting future court hearings in this matter. There's a status conference on October 24th at 8:30 a.m. downtown and a preliminary hearing on October 28th at 8:30 a.m. also downtown. All of those release conditions, and again, all of those are very important, are written on your paperwork. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Raymond Allen, please. Just give me 1 second. Okay, please state your name and your date of birth.
Raymond Allen, 05/21/1989.
Mr. Allen, you are here on a new matter. This matter involves 4 allegations of new crimes. They include aggravated assault, that is against a first responder or a peace officer, 1 count of threatening and intimidating, 1 count of assault, and 1 count of criminal damage. The court is finding probable cause as to all of those allegations except for the criminal damage. The court is appointing you an attorney to represent you in this matter. You are eligible for release. The conditions of your release will include a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000. If you do post that bond and you're released from jail before you're released, you'll be fitted with an electronic monitoring unit, okay? And in addition to the electronic monitoring unit, there are very important, very strict release terms that you not have any contact with any of the alleged victims, okay? That includes the initial victim as well as any officers that were involved, and that you not return to the scene of the alleged crime. The court is setting 2 hearings in your matter. They are a status conference on October 24th at 8:30 a.m. downtown, and a preliminary hearing on October 28th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. Okay. Make sure that you get your paperwork on your way out, please, and abide by those release terms. Thank you. Shelley Stanley. Please state your name and date of birth.
Shelley Stanley, 7571.
Ms. Stanley, you are here on a matter involving allegations of new charges. Those allegations include criminal trespass, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and 1 count of harassment, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The court has found probable cause as to both of those allegations. You are eligible for release, and the court is imposing the following release conditions. The court is imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. If you are able to post that bond, Ms. Stanley, I want you to listen very carefully to the release conditions that will apply. If you are released from jail, you are not to have any contact with any of the alleged victims. That includes either with the church or with any of the privately named victims or their families. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. That includes both the church as well as the private residence. You are not to possess any weapons nor possess any drugs without a valid prescription. And if there is an order against harassment that is issued against you by any of the victims, you are to abide by that order as a term of your release in this matter. Now, typically, you would not be eligible for a court-appointed attorney given the nature of these offenses. However, because this court is imposing a bond, the court is appointing you an attorney for purposes of the bond issue only. Your next hearing is an arraignment hearing on October 22nd at 8:30 a.m. That is going to be the Santan Justice Court.
Okay.
You may get your paperwork on the way.
Thank you.
Gabriel Valenzuela. Please state your name and date of birth.
Gabriel Valenzuela, date of birth 9790.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Valenzuela, I have you here on a probation violation matter. I have you here that you are on probation for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and shoplift, a Class 1 misdemeanor. You are alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 7 of your probation. The court is appointing an attorney to represent you. Your probation matter, trial judge did request a bond in the amount of $250. That's a secured appearance bond, and this court is affirming that. So you are eligible for release. You have a $250 secured appearance bond, as well as a series of other release terms that will apply if you post bond. So make sure that you read all of your paperwork carefully. Your next hearings are a probation revocation arraignment hearing and possible disposition hearing on October 27th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. Okay?
Okay.
That is all. You can get your paperwork. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jane White. Please state your name and date of birth.
Jane White, 7563.
Ms. White, you are here on one matter involving allegations of two new charges. They are possession of dangerous drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has found probable causes to both of those allegations. The court has appointed you an attorney. You are eligible for release in this matter, and the court is not imposing a bond, but is requiring that you be released to pretrial services.
Okay.
And you will get a packet of paperwork that explains the requirements of pretrial services, so make sure that you go through that.
Okay.
As well as the paperwork that includes your release conditions.
All right.
The court is setting two future court dates. One is a status conference on November 3rd at 8:30 a.m. downtown.
Okay.
The second is a preliminary hearing on November 6th, also at 8:30 a.m. downtown.
Okay.
And so those court dates will also be on that paperwork, so take a look at it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Chad Toole, please. Okay. Please state your name and date of birth.
Chad Toole, 06/13/1971.
Okay. Mr. Toole, you are here on one matter involving two new allegations of charges. One is possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and the other is possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. The court has found probable cause as to both of those allegations and has appointed you an attorney. You are eligible for release in this matter. The court is not imposing a bond, but is requiring that you be released to pretrial services. You will receive a packet of information that will explain to you how you comply with pretrial services. All right. Additionally, the court is setting two hearings in your matter. The first is a status conference on November 3rd at 8:30 a.m. And the second is a preliminary hearing on November 6th, also at 8:30 a.m. Both of those are downtown. Both of those dates are going to also be on your paperwork, okay? So you can step to your left, get your paperwork, just make sure that you read through all of it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Brent Cole, please. Please state your name and date of birth.
Brent Cole, 5/30/70.
Okay. Mr. Cole, I have you here on a Peoria Municipal Court warrant. It is a warrant for one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The Peoria Municipal Court judge did request a $500 secured appearance bond in your matter, and the court is affirming that request. Okay, so your release conditions are as follows. You have a $500 secured appearance bond, and if you are released, you are not to have any contact with any of the arresting officers, you're not to possess any weapons, you're not to possess any drugs, and you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Typically, you would not be appointed, a court-appointed attorney given the nature of these charges. However, I am appointing you an attorney because I imposed a bond. So that attorney will be there to assist you with the bond issue only. You do have a future court date, and that's going to be out of the Peoria Municipal Court. That's an arraignment hearing on October 21st at 9 a.m. Okay? All of that is in the paperwork, so you can step to your left and get them. Julie Kehan, please. Please state your name and date of birth.
Julie Cohen, 2/11/72.
Okay, I'm sorry that I mispronounced your name. Ms. Cohen, you are here on one matter that includes two new allegations. They are possession of dangerous drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia. Possession of dangerous drugs is a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia is a Class 6 felony. The court has found probable cause as to both of those allegations and has appointed you an attorney. You are eligible for release, and the court is not setting a bond. The court is releasing you on your own recognizance. Okay? Once you are released, you'll be expected to abide by a series of release conditions that are going to be clearly stated in your paperwork. You have two new hearings that are set. One is a status conference on November 3rd at 8:30 a.m. downtown, and the other is a preliminary hearing on November 6th, also at 8:30 a.m. downtown. Okay, so please step to your left, get your paperwork, make sure that you read it. Okay, thank you. Can I have Jalen Williams, please? Can I have your name and your date of birth?
Jalen Williams, 06/23/1993.
Okay. Mr. Williams, I have you here on one matter, and that is a municipal court warrant out of the Peoria Municipal Court. Okay? So the Peoria City Judge, and the warrant is for a case involving one charge. It is one count of leaving the scene of an accident as a Class 2 misdemeanor. All right? The Peoria City Judge did request a bond, secured appearance bond, in the amount of $700, and this court is affirming that. Okay? So, if you are able to post that bond and you are released, just make sure that you follow the other release conditions which are on your paperwork. Your next hearing is an arraignment hearing that is set on October 21st at 9 a.m., and that's at the Peoria Municipal Court. Okay? All right, so you can step to your left. Thank you so much. Zachary Boyd, please. Please state your name and date of birth.
Zachary Boyd, 8499.
Okay. All right. Sir, I have you here on one matter. It is a case involving two allegations of new crimes. One is an allegation of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and one is an allegation of theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The court did not find probable cause as to the possession of drug paraphernalia, but did find a probable cause as to the theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor, okay? I did not appoint you an attorney because, given the nature of this crime, you are not entitled to a court-appointed attorney, but you are certainly free to hire one at your own expense if you so desire. Your next hearings are going to be a status conference. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I think it was. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Just give me 1 second, okay? That'll take a few minutes.
Just about a page here.
Okay.
And I can write it on signal because it's going to take a while for it to reflect on the screen.
Okay, perfect. Just give me 1 minute. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Would that be, it would be in the region.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so you are going to have an arraignment hearing on November 3rd at 8:30 a.m., and that is going to be at the Dreamy Draw Justice Court. Okay, you are eligible for release in this matter. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Please do not have any contact with the alleged victim, any alleged complainant or witnesses, and do not return to the scene of the crime, okay? And then you can get your paperwork. And then, Deputy, once he leaves, will that be everyone? Other than Mr. Williams? Okay, great. Could I have Mr. Williams? Okay, please state your name and date of birth.
Brendan Williams, August 4th, 1989.
Okay, Mr. Williams, I have you here on a new matter. It involves a new allegation of 1 count of vulnerable adult abuse as a Class 6 felony. The court has found probable cause in that matter and has appointed you an attorney. You are eligible for release in this matter, and the court is imposing the following terms of release. The court's imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. If you post a bond and you are released, you will be released on a monitoring unit, okay? And very important, if you are released, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, and you're not to have any contact with the alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons nor drugs. And if there is any order of protection or order against harassment, and that is placed against you by the alleged victim, you must abide by that order as part of this court's order regarding release. The court is setting the following future court dates in your matter. The first is a status conference on October 24th at 8:30 a.m. and the second is a preliminary hearing on October 28th at 8:30 a.m., both downtown. Okay, so you can step to your left and get your paperwork from the deputy.
For November 11th,
Yeah.
I would still remain at the CSC because it not finding no probable cause still projected that it is not.
Okay.
So did you want me to just update the paperwork and give it to him, or do you want to recall?
Maybe recall him.
Okay.
Thanks. So sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Hi, officer. This is Commissioner Pacheco calling from IA Court. I'm here with you trying for warrant to break in. Okay. Mr. or that if we recall the statement, we're gonna read it.
You need to change things? We need to bring it back here? What was Zach? Zach Boyd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and get him. What was he standing or did he have a bond?
No, his hearing was,
His hearing was changed. Okay, if we just tell him that, is that good or do you need it back again? Okay. Yep, no worries, we'll get him.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. You took this guy to release? Back forward? Yeah. Okay, we'll go grab him and bring him back. Because then it needs to be on record. This is what they did. Yeah, okay. Good. Be right back.
Okay. Can you remind me what number that was?
Number 11.
Oh, number 11, okay. Okay, so the court is recalling number 11 regarding Zachary Boyer. I'm so sorry, sir. So the only reason that I recalled your matter is I gave you the incorrect court dates, okay? So I wanted to make sure that I corrected that, and then the corrected dates will be on your updated paperwork, which you'll get in a second. So the correct court dates are, you have a status conference on November 3rd at 8:30 a.m., and you have a preliminary hearing on November 6th at 8:30 a.m. Both of those are going to be at the courthouse downtown, okay? All right, that's it, sir. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. That's it. Okay. Off the record on the 11 p.m. calendar.
You do?